So it's 5:18 at a K meet. I'm not the only one awake, but I'm actually the only one up, if that makes sense. So I'm the only one with a direct eye on camp. Let's play a game of let's count the firearms that are unsecured with no one looking at it other than me. Got this, I'm not an AK guy, I don't know. Got this, which is this poor guy's first gun. Nice axe. Don't think someone's gonna steal that though. Good. Loaded gun number 1. It's fucking AR. Just snaps that shit into his thing. You couldn't hear me if I tried, if I wasn't talking or walking loudly. Oh, I got a cheese sandwich. Let's go up. And we got that 22 in the back. That's actually mine. I let him borrow it. Oh, we got someone stirring. That's a lot of, that's good payday. All right, I'd like to talk about personal responsibility and safe storage of firearms while camping. I just got back from a trip. My hair is still a little damp from the shower that I took the moment I got back. But I want to get this video out. It's the same day, it's Memorial Day when I'm filming this, and it's Memorial Day when I'm putting the video out. That tells you the urgency of this. I found multiple unsecured, loaded firearms by the side of the road, several feet away from their owners while they were sleeping during a camping trip with multiple people. And I really think that's an issue. This isn't the first time. I've seen an SOT leave a machine gun on the side of a road in a public area, on public land, and go to sleep. No one else was outside, and anyone could have walked up and taken it. That's pretty serious. As well as personally owned firearms by different people being left out as well. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that this is an issue, and I think that people that see this should call it out. Even if it's their friends, no one's gonna think that you're weak for saying that you don't want to be shot by some random person. It's very easy to keep a firearm secured while you're camping, as long as you keep it very close to you. Stick it in your tent, or I'll show you how to do it when you're tarp camping or cowboy camping or whatever. With a handgun, I usually just unchamber it and stick it in my sleeping bag. That keeps it secure and relatively safe. Everything in life is a compromise. With a long gun, it's more tricky. And there are reasons to bring a long gun in the woods with you camping. If you live in a place with moose or grizzly bears for personal protection, as well as recreational target shooting. There are a lot of reasons, and they're all perfectly valid. Now, unlike a handgun, sticking one in your sleeping bag causes significant safety concerns because it's hard to control the muzzle. It's probably going to be pointed either at your face or your toes, like a handgun, which can stick out to the side. And it's also physically uncomfortable. Good luck sleeping with a 4-foot-long stick in your sleeping bag. So, instead of putting it 30 feet away from you, loaded, where no one's looking at it all night, and anyone can just pick up and pull the trigger, I recommend keeping it unloaded, and basically, more or less, under your sleeping bag, maybe even under a coat, just to the side of it, where no one can see it. It's pretty easy. If you're using a tent, just stick it in your tent. Firearms theft is a pretty serious topic. And there's a lot of them that are stolen every year in the United States. I think a legislative solution to this is unattainable, but personal responsibility can reduce these. Not leaving a loaded gun in your car, glove box, obviously. That's not a good idea. Off-body carry is usually not a good idea depending on the circumstances. If you're going camping, just keep the thing near you. It's that easy. Don't leave it out of the tent or shelter or whatever. Don't leave it loaded. when no one's looking at it. It's just important. Every single person that left a gun out there, I talked to individually after it happened to make sure that it wouldn't happen again. And every single one of those people are genuinely my friend. I know them maybe not perfectly well, but decently well. I've talked to them. I know who they are. I hang out with them. And I still think of them as reasonably intelligent people. They have their head on their shoulders usually. They usually make smart decisions, generally speaking, or at least reasonable ones. And all of them are fairly safe with a gun usually. But when people get relaxed, that's when accidents tend to happen, and thefts as well. Leaving a firearm on the side of the road that's loaded, to me, is unacceptable. That's flat out, it's just not okay. If you're going to be leaving camp for a little bit during the day and there are people sticking around, I think it's okay to turn to a reasonably competent adult and say, watch this for me. I think that's reasonable. But leaving one out without telling anyone to keep an eye on it all night is not. There's a reasonable compromise somewhere in between there. I'm genuinely am a little concerned about this, and I hope that people change their habits a little bit when I'm camping with them. Because I know that some of the people that I went camping with also watch my channel. That's all. Not trying to call anyone out, but I am ending up doing that anyway, because obviously some of the people watching this know who I'm talking about. That's unavoidable given the content that I'm making. And I just hope that we can maybe change how we do things in the future. And maybe if you don't know me and you're just watching this video, maybe it's some food for thought when you are camping. How to store it. Just keep it near you. That's all. That's all I'm saying.